and Jared Perkins, a Prospects Live podcast for everything MLB Draft related. Join us as we discuss the biggest stories from college and high school baseball, bring you interviews from your favorite draft prospects and college coaches, and break down live looks and Prospects Live analysis across the nation. Get ready, because you're on a clock with Tyler Jennings and Jared Perkins.
Alrighty, welcome to another episode of On the Clock, the Prospects Live Amateur Baseball and MLB Draft podcast. I'm Jared Perkins. That's Tyler Jennings. We got an awesome guest with us today, Nick Dumesnil out of Cal Baptist. Nick, how are you doing today, man?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm excited to be on this. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, we're really excited to have you on. We've been following your career for a while, so excited to dive into that a little bit. First question we always ask guys is kind of just take us through your journey through amateur baseball. How did you get to where you are today?
I just kind of been playing baseball my whole life. Played at a pretty good high school, Huntington Beach High School. Played kind of all over the nation with that high school. And got a chance collegiately to play at California Baptist and kind of blossomed here as a player.
Yeah, I love that. Take us into kind of what led you to choose Cal Baptist as a school you wanted to go to. I know a lot of goes into recruiting these days, but what brought you to Cal Baptist?
It was my first real offer, but I just fell in love with the school when I got here, and just the coaching staff. I loved the intensity that they brought. It was pretty similar to how it was kind of ran in my high school, and then I also liked just how the school was faith integrated.
Yeah, I love that. For you, I guess, going kind of into this summer, you got the opportunity to experience the Cape Cod League. Take us into that experience a little bit. What was that like for you? What did you get to learn through that as well? And what were you working on kind of to improve your game?
Oh, the Cape was awesome. The competition was unmatched. I mean, every single day I was facing like some dudes on the mound, and there's just nothing being around all that competition, nothing like it. Even just being with my teammates, just learning little things about how they go about their game, saw the little nuances to it. And I kind of just wanted to work on being just myself and just getting after it.
Yeah, I love that. Were there any kind of things you took away the most from the guys that you're playing with?
Just kind of the work that goes into it, how everything is has to be super detailed, and it's not about the quantity of stuff you do, it's about the quality, making sure everything's just super you're focused every single time you do something.
Yeah. Tyler, I'll turn it over to you.
Yeah, I do want to ask, because I know you didn't get much playing time as a freshman. I think it was only 50 some odd plate appearances, but as a sophomore, you broke out in a huge way and put yourself on the map. So what changed for you? Was it kind of just finally having the confidence to be in a full-time starting role, or was there something else behind the scenes that really helped you break out in a way this year?
I mean, what helps most is just getting used to getting at bats all the time. So summer ball was a kind of a big turning point for that. And I'd say mentality was kind of the biggest thing though. I only played the later half of my freshman year, but going into it before, I was kind of trying not to make mistakes with in front of the coaching staff and stuff, but led me to that success in those little bit of at bats, and then beyond was just kind of being confident and seeing everything as a new opportunity. Even if I swing and miss, okay, the next pitch, now this is my new opportunity to hit a homer or a double.
I like that. And then going back to what Jared was talking about with the Cape, I know you had a bit of a mechanical change in your swing. I remember distinctly somebody had mentioned you had changed where your hands are during your preload, and it helped you break out on the Cape. Was there anything else you really worked on with your swing while you were up there?
There's mostly just that hand load, and then just kind of more just feel from there. The hand load, I moved it back a little bit, so I couldn't have to go as far, and it wasn't as rappy, and that got me to just be more on time because I was kind of slightly late. And the feel I'm talking about is every day. Some days the body's gonna be more tired, so I gotta think more more pull side per se to try and get the barrel out. Or some days I'll be feeling real good and I'm too jumpy, so I try to see it deeper.
Okay, perfect. And then one final question, because obviously it's the power that put you on the map, but also your speed was really good too. I know the stolen base numbers on the Cape were really impressive. Were you? Has this always been like a thing for you? Like, has the speed always been just that good? Did you do any track as you grow up or anything like that?
I've always been like on the faster end for sure, but yeah, no track or anything. I wish. It's kind of doing the same time at baseball, but yeah, I'm always just trying to be super aggressive on the bases, and it leads to like a fun and kind of like keeps the defense on their toes.
I like that. Do you think you would ever do well as a sprinter by chance?
I don't know. I mean, I'm actually faster out of like the stolen base, like the base running stance, whatever it's called, than their stance. But it'd be fun to see.
Yeah. Do you think you would just like putting a hypothetical out there? Say if you raced Usain Bolt, how close would you be talking about?
I don't think I'll be too close to that guy. I mean, that's crazy, but I think I'd be able to compete a little bit, hopefully.
Okay, I like the confidence. I like it. Jerry, you got any more questions?
Yeah, no, I was going to talk a little bit about the season you all had last year, right? You went 38-24, did really well in conference. What are you all looking to build on going into this next season?
This next year is it's more of like it's kind of a whole new team. Last year we
Yeah,
were more like a power team with a bunch of seniors. Um, yeah, we got a bunch of like new guys this year, so this year we're gonna try and be like more of like the Lancers style of baseball and more like situational hit. Like we're gonna be running a bunch, just getting all those like hit and runs, all that.
yeah, I love it. Is there a team that you're looking forward to playing the most? I don't even know if your schedule's out yet, but is there a team that you're like, oh yeah, I can't wait to face them again, even if it's in conference?
Santa Barbara is always my favorite.
Yeah,
Um, my 2 years I've been here, every time we play them, it's always a close game, and it's just I love competing against those guys.
and they always got loaded. They're always loaded with arms. Like
Oh yeah,
you're getting dudes every time.
yeah, they got a bunch of righties, but that throw feel, so it's fun.
Yeah. I also like to ask some questions related kind of to the human side of things. For you, kind of as you've gone along in your career so far, who have been some of the biggest mentors that you've had that helped you along the way?
Some just guys here at Cal Baptist have helped me the most.
Yeah.
Julian Alvarez, his name's Rafa. I mean, he was kind of a older guy when I came in here. He's kind of gone through it, and he's helped me so much, like mentality wise, just trying to be like a dog and kind of not like just play fearless and kind of just go out there, be yourself.
I love that. And then the last kind of side question that I ask is, for you, what are some of the passions that you have outside of baseball, right? You have everything that makes Nick on the field, but what are some of the things that you do off the field that kind of drive you every day?
I mean, I love working out. I fell in love with working out, lifting weights all the time. Um, but yeah, I just love going to the beach too and body surfing or just any little like competitive game, honestly, that we can find. Spike ball, pickleball, ping pong, whatever it is. I just like to compete.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite beach out there?
Huntington Beach, I guess.
Yeah,
That's where I
I
grew up,
figured.
going there all the time.
Yeah, that makes sense. Tyler, before we go into rapid fires, do you have any other questions?
Yeah, I did want to ask about the Huntington Beach team because there's been a bunch of kids that have come out of that school recently. Is there anyone that really stands out to you as a teammate for back in the day?
I mean, Ralphie Velasquez, he was a dude. He was always getting after it. I mean, just watching his BP and just being around him was awesome.
Love it. Was there? I can't remember if there was anybody else on that team that I recall. I know Lincoln Garcia. Did you ever play with him?
Um, I like practiced with them, but like we're never like on the same like physical team.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but yeah, Ben Jacobs, he's a pretty big guy in college this year. He's in my class. I played with him too.
I love how I forgot Ben, and we were just talking to him a couple weeks ago. He's gonna watch this too and text me and be like, "Yeah, dude, why'd you forget me?" Sorry, Ben.
I love it. So we're gonna jump into some rapid fires. These are kind of more fun questions that we kind of like to roll off. What's the first one? Is what's the go-to food spot for you at Cal Baptist?
We have this place called El Monte. It's pretty much Chipotle, but just kind of like our little play on it, I guess. But hot take, I think it's better than Chipotle.
I mean, West Coast, like, probably more authentic type Mexican food, probably way better,
Oh, for sure, yeah.
especially in California.
Yeah, it's the best here. Best Mexican food in the country for sure.
Love it. Favorite sport outside of baseball?
Outside of baseball, I'd say football. I mean, I didn't actually play football, but my brother played football, so I'd always go to his games and kind of get into it.
I love it.
Any
Favorite
favorite
home?
team?
Oh, go for it.
Oh, my bad. Is there a favorite NFL team or anything?
I gotta go Rams. Yeah, love the Rams.
Okay,
I like it.
I respect it.
Oh, yeah.
Favorite home run you've hit so far?
Favorite home run. Probably my last home run in the Cape was my favorite. It was just a night game at Chatham, and that's just my favorite field I've ever played on. The atmosphere is just awesome, and yeah, my family was there. My mom, my girlfriend, and my aunt were there, so it was awesome to see them in the crowd. And yeah, I'd say that's my favorite for sure.
Not to throw that person on the bus, but who was throwing on the mound?
Oh, it was I forget his name. It was the Yukon lefty.
I Rekka would know the answer to this one.
I might hang on.
Rotation guy? I wonder if he's
He was
Van
rotation
something.
of the year.
okay.
I remember facing him. He started on Friday against us in the spring.
It's Van something. I can't remember the full last name, but there's definitely Van in there.
Yeah. Name one pitcher that you'd love to face in the big leagues.
Ohtani, I'd have to say.
Yeah.
Biggest
Just
name
to see
in
what it is.
baseball, and then like throwing fuel. Got this. His slider's disgusting, and then I'd definitely say Ohtani.
Love it. And the next one, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit here. Build your outfield Mount Rushmore. You got to pick like 4 guys that you've looked up to or watch in the big leagues.
All right, I'm going Matt Kemp. He's
Love
my
that.
favorite growing up. Yeah, for sure. And then Griffey. So fun to watch. I mean, I didn't
Yeah.
watch him, like watching his highlights. I mean, like going into walls, his home runs, swings amazing. Again, I didn't watch this guy, but Bonds has to be up in the right there. Should be in the Hall of Fame. Don't want to go too much into that, but
We can go on a whole tangent if you want about how Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame.
yeah,
I'll
and then
agree.
Trout. I mean,
Yeah.
we'd go to Angel games all the time, and I used to see him play all the time. And I think he would have been the greatest of all time. Wasn't for
Love that. I think every guy that's done the outfield so far has put Griffey in there. I don't think there has been a guy that hasn't. Tyler.
I feel like Griffey's always got to be on there.
Yeah.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Last song is, what's the potential walk-up song for 2025?
I'm thinking of doing Return of the Mac. I did it last year, but
Love that.
I mean, it worked last year. Why not bring it back?
Yeah.
Awesome. Nick, we can't thank you enough for taking the time to join us on the clock. We'll be watching your season all year long, wishing you nothing but the success and hoping for the best for Cal Baptist and you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much.